I haven't seen any evidence that they're willing to kind of shuffle things up especially this late into the process. I mean, even think back to last year, there was a little bit of moving guys around in I guess the early part of training camp, but it ended up that Chuks Okorafor just wasn't real comfortable on the left, and that's kind of the Dan Moore origin story, if you will. But there hasn't been much tinkering. Whether you want to talk about moving centers to guard or guards to centers or guards to tackle or tackles to guards, it seems like for whatever reason, I don't know if this is a Mike Tomlin thing as much as it's maybe it's a Matt Canada thing, or maybe it's a Pat Meyer thing now that he's the new O-line coach. Maybe they like to have these guys getting consistent snaps at one position as opposed to cross-training them a lot, because we just haven't really seen that other than the backups, and that makes me think that at this late date, they probably aren't going to just move a guy here, swap a guy there, and see if that works.
I think the Steelers are planning on playing a lot of dime this year. DeMonte KZ gets injured in this game. What do you think that does for their plans?
Yeah, I don't know, Corrali. I mean, I think it's possible that they can still get in that mode with some of the other depth pieces that they have, but somebody like Miles Killebrew really hasn't ever played much in this defense, and he's been hurt. Somebody like this Elijah Riley guy who came in out of nowhere, he at least has NFL experience. I wonder if now with KZ down, does he have an outside chance to sneak onto this roster and actually get some run? The best case scenario, of course, is that Devin Bush can look a little bit more like he did yesterday as opposed to how he did in the first two preseason games, and you don't have to do dime as much. You can actually play that nickel, and he can be productive against the run and or the pass. So, it does hurt them to lose a versatile contributor, but then again, nobody was confusing DeMonte KZ with Ed Reed just